Orphan Black time. This is episode 7 of season 3 of Orphan Black, and it is called Community of Dreadful Fear and Hate. Let's do it. Yes, Helena. Where'd she get the hat? Did you win that too? That's not good. What now? S, you walked in at the wrong time. I don't know who this barmaid chick is, but she's pretty awesome. Yes, that's Kinsey's ringtone from Lost Girl.
Hey, come on, don't leave me hanging, baby. Next time. Oh.
Does my hair look terrible?
Alison is in no mood for your crap. I want to meet your mother, Alison, please. Mr. Chubbs. Oh, your mommy doesn't support you. Oh, awkward. Delphine, what are you doing there? Cosima, you're an idiot. Donnie, we get it. You can kiss her. Did Donnie grab the wrong thing? I want to punch Marcy in the face. Oh my god, your mom's gonna die and you're not gonna go. Oh, you totally have the wrong package, don't you? This is gonna be bad. Pouchy.
Bon dia. Síntome honrado.
Donnie, stop. Yep. Donnie, you're gonna lose a finger. Ow, you're gonna lose a finger. Oh god. Oh my gosh. Helena, she doesn't want to fight you. Oh my gosh! Quit hitting her!
Shit, I hit you. Sorry.
I hit you, I'm sorry.
Please forgive me. I've got you.
Wow.
I can't sell you the store.
Oh goodness.
What? This is Chubbs. Oh, I lost all respect for that man when he took your name.
That really is his name?
And I'm recycling this.
Recycle and anger.
I'm at the back entrance.
Oh my gosh, Cosima, be Alison! Be Alison! Yes, please.
Doesn't that look nice?
Wow, that looks really bad. Rachel, are you coming around?
Sorry, dude.
Oh, I love blind Cosima. Oh god, and Alison's back. Fudge indeed. This whole show is like a Three's Company episode. People keep going through revolving doors at the wrong times, and people misunderstand things, and there's clones. That's different. Oh god, everything's going wrong.
Freaking Christmas cake.
Holy freaking Christmas cake. I paid to make you be a better baby, Alison. You're disappointing me.
We're drug dealers.
You're drug dealers and you didn't bring Felix in. That's gonna hurt his feelings. How come drug lords have really bad auto garages they hang out in? Donnie, you're gonna lose a finger. Your nose? That is way worse than your finger. Marcy, please, someone's gonna kill you. And if it's not me, it's gonna be someone else. Now make sure that's the right envelope. Well, drug dealers are charming.
To the cafeteria, we're about to start the speeches.
Oh, Alison, your life has never been easy.
You have my glasses. It doesn't matter. You can improvise.
Okay, first of all, they could just pretend that Alison needs reading glasses. Just put the glasses on when you read it.
You don't have time to go through all the way to 30.
She gonna start over.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, this is awkward. I feel uncomfortable for them.
Thanks.
Donnie, you probably should leave. This is painful.
And as a lesbian,
What? Cosima! You're not a lesbian! Oh, God. Just pull her off stage and put Alison on. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. Whew. Alison, go up there.
what's that?
This, Allie.
What? Jage? Mr. JJ? No, sir.
Looks like I'm gonna be a granny to baby.
Aww. Alison, you're a great speech giver. You know, / drug dealer.
Were his lips still really soft?
Awkward.
You'll find the strength too.
She wants you to leave your husband, Alison.
I'm gonna introduce you to someone with her.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Alison? Oh, gosh.
Hey, I'm Cosima.
Oh, my.
Who is this? My clone, mother.
What? Alison! Alison, no! Stop!
Nice, somebody here. This is Hendrix. Oh,
Wow.
Alison, that girl was mulatto. No, she wasn't.
What?
Well, that donor was supposed to be exclusive, but clearly...
Your mom is delusional.
Oh, that would make you her half-sister, darling. A clone is something else entirely.
Wow. What's with this creative interior? Why is there a bathtub in your living room, Shay?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not good. Cosima, go to the hospital. What?
Why doesn't the psycho go live with one of her other sisters?
Oh, yes, please move in with Alison.
So creepy.
What? Oh, I'm excited. Next episode. Okay, this episode was, like, insane. It was, like, old style, I Love Lucy, Three's Company, all the sitcoms, all the craziness. I'm gonna try and recap, but I'm gonna try and keep it short. So Helena and Sarah are in a bar in Mexico. Helena's winning money so they can get food. Sarah's like, hey, Mrs. S is sending a contact to give us papers to get us back to the States. Helena's like, I'm gonna kill Mrs. S when I see her. She done wronged me. And then Mrs. S walks in and then it gets awkward. Meanwhile, Donnie and Alison are doing the weird little, like, medical test Dad has them do. And at the same time, she's reading her cue cards for her speech later when she wants to go run for, like, school trustee or whatever. They talk about their plan that she has to get her mother to sign over the business so they can have a drug front. She has to go do all of her school trustee, like, campaigning stuff. And they have to pay this drug lord $30,000. They go to her mother's store, Bubbles, and she won't sign over the paperwork right away because she wants to read it through. As she's leaving, she sees her mom has a Re-elect Marcy poster, and she's just like, don't punch your mom. While that's happening, Cosima's at Shay's, and Delphine comes over and is like, hey, your blood work and all your stuff's not looking good, so I need some of your pee. And Cosima's like, first of all, don't come here again. Second of all, I'll get your pee later. And Shay's totally, like, listening at the bathroom door. I don't trust Shay, but I love her. Cosima calls up Scott, and she's like, cover for me. I'm not going to come in right away. Alison gets dropped off to do her campaigning stuff. Donnie gets in the car with Jage. Jage. He, like, really obviously kisses Alison. He's like, this is my woman. But, of course, it's Donnie. So what did it look like he did? It looked like he grabbed the wrong envelope. Alison goes inside. She meets with Felix, who is her campaign manager. And she's like, here, take this envelope full of signatures. Go give it to Sarah Stubbs. Donnie and Jage go to the drug lord guy. Surprise, surprise, it's Pouchy. You know, the guy that took Vic's finger. At first, Donnie's kind of playing it cool. He's like, I speak your language. We're kind of cool. And then he's like, here's your money. But it's an envelope full of, like, buttons and signatures for Alison. Donnie thinks he can just leave at that point, and Pouchy's like, sit your butt down, Jade, you go get my money. Same time in Mexico, Helena and S are talking things through, and they're trying to, like, get on the same page. The lady who runs the bar that they're sitting in lets Sarah go take a shower, so she's kind of out of the picture right now. Helena's like, punch me, and S is like, I'm not gonna punch you. And she's like, punch me! Then she starts hitting S, and then finally, like, reflexes take over, and S punches her back, and it's like, whoa, I am sorry. Then in that, like, heated moment, they start hugging, and S says she's sorry, and Helena's letting her hug her. Back with Alison, she gets a text from Cosima that says, I need your pee, and she's like, I'll deal with that later. She gets a call from her mother that says, I'm having a heart attack, and she's like, oh, I'll deal with that later. But she finally leaves the event to go see how her mom is doing, and her mom's like, yo, you know, panic attack, it's all good. Alison's mom starts talking a lot of crap about Donnie and keeps calling him Mr. Chubbs, which is like, that's mean, and then until you find out that, oh yeah, that is really his last name, he just took Alison's. Her mom's like, I don't want to sell it to you guys, because, you know, Mr. Chubbs. Cosima shows up at the campaign thing because she wants to get Alison's pee, but when she walks in, the other Sarah chick thinks that she's Alison and is like, come on, we gotta get going. She starts walking Cosima to the photo op. Felix notices, grabs her, and is like, we need 2 seconds. He runs her into another room, sticks her dreads up under a beanie, cuts some, like, false bangs, puts a shirt on, and is like, come on, we gotta do photo ops. Back in Cosima's lab, Delphine has just willed in Rachel. Scott's there. Rachel sees that he has the drawing she's made of the weird little symbols. He, like, slyly shows her the book, and she's like, wait a minute. And then so she points out the board game, and she's like, teach me that. So they're like, great, we got it covered. Delphine, once you get the blood and stuff, leave. I'm going to teach her a board game. Back at the campaign thing, Felix has taken off Cosima's glasses, dressed her up as Alison, and is marching her up to take photo ops. But she can't see anything. So Alison shows back up, and now she knows that she has, like, switched the envelopes out. So she's there, she sees Cosima's doing the photo op, so she has to run in and somehow switch the envelopes with no one seeing her. She tells Felix to come downstairs, and he's like, oh my gosh, one thing at a time, woman. And then, to make things worse, her mother shows up. She pulls her mother aside, and her mother's like, okay, look, I don't want to sell Bubbles because it's kind of like my legacy mixed with you've kind of totally disappointed me, but I wanted to tell you why. See, your father was a piece of crap, too. Yes, there's a reason, like, I always seem disappointed in your stuff, and it's because, you know, when I went to go to in vitro, they said that I could get, like, an upgrade, and I'm like, that just means someone else's baby. So she assumed that she was getting spermides from another man, I think, but she, you know, didn't know she was getting a clone. And Alison's like, look, I can't talk about this right now. Alison's leaving, and she sees Jade, and she's like, can you just go keep my mom busy? So Cosima gets done with the photo op, and she's like, look, I need the pee. And Felix is like, we'll hide you in the bathroom, and when the time's right, I'll send Alison in to, pee for you. Alison runs into Felix, and she's like, hey, I got the envelopes mixed up. We accidentally gave them $30,000 in cash. And he's like, what? She's like, oh yeah, by the way, we're drug dealers. And, Donnie's being held by someone named Pouchy. And he's like, Pouchy? And back at Pouchy's, they're threatening to cut off Donnie's nose if he doesn't get the money in time. Alison finally has the time to get to the table and make a switch, and Marcy's, like, accusing her of adding votes. But I hate Marcy, so who cares? Jage is, like, taking Alison's mom on a tour, and they stop and see, like, their alumni wall. And they're like, oh, you were so in love. And Alison's mom's like, yeah, you're a great guy. Seriously, he is a drug dealer? He looks like he's a drug dealer. But Jage kind of convinces her that, look, Alison's going to be the only one in charge of it. Don't worry about Donnie. By that point, Pouchy's getting really impatient, so he just sends his niece over to go get the money directly from Alison. So Donnie calls Alison and is like, go to the parking lot now and meet her. And it's exactly at that point they announce that now it's time for all of their speeches. Alison gets to the car and she's like, here's the money, I gotta get back inside. And Pouchy's niece is like, get in the car, I'm counting this. Marcy starts giving her speech and Felix starts freaking out because he can't find Alison. So he's like, wait, hang on, Cosima's in the bathroom. He gives her these little cards and is like, go give the speech. And she's like, I don't have my glasses. How am I going to read this? Which I think is kind of dumb, because you know what? She could be pretending to be Alison and, like, put on glasses, pretending they're reading glasses, but whatever. It's not as funny that way. Felix makes the bad decision to tell her she can improvise, and that just does not go well. Up at the podium, it's Alison's turn, and they're like, Alison, Alison, and they don't think she's even there. Finally, Cosima comes strolling in. Pouchy's niece finally counts all the money, makes the call, they let go of Donnie. So Alison is ready to head back inside. But, Cosima's already on stage. Cosima's not great at improvising, turns out. She starts panicking and mentions she's a lesbian. She tries to cover it real quickly, being like, I'm lesbian-friendly, LGBT, am I right? Alison runs around and she's waiting in the wings of the stage like, oh my gosh. Cosima starts coughing and she's like, I need some water. Goes off stage, they trade off, Alison's back on stage. Alison starts giving like a great speech, very moving. It's all about family and if your family gets bigger and family values and all that stuff. And while she's talking about that, they're cutting into scenes of like, the clone sisters and all the things they're going through. Like Sarah telling Mrs. S that Paul is dead. Helena coming to terms with S. And it's so moving that even her mother is like, aw, I'm a vote for her. Oh yeah, and while she's on stage, Jade runs into Cosima thinking it's Alison, full on kisses her. That's weird. And then later, Cosima and Alison are in the bathroom and Cosima's waiting for Alison to pee in the cup for her. Cosima tells Alison, she's like, oh, your friend, that drug dealer guy, kissed me. And Alison's like, were his lips still soft? Alison starts putting two and two together and realizing that they're needing this pee for Cosima for some reason, so Cosima might be sick again. Alison's like, look, we need to trust Dyad at least enough as our health goes, so I'm not going to pee in the cup for you. And then at that point, Alison's mom walks into the bathroom, so Cosima goes and hides in a stall. Alison's mom's like, look I signed it over for you, you're doing great, I'm a vote for you. I know that one day maybe you might make the same decision I did and leave your husband for someone else, like that nice drug dealer boy. Alison's like, you know what, I'm not in the mood for my mom's stuff. I'm gonna mess with her. Hey, here's my clone. She's like, oh yeah, you've been duped. They put a clone in you. Cosima's like, I'm gonna go. As soon as Cosima leaves, Alison's mom's like, honey, that's not a clone. That was a mulatto girl. She's like, Mom, no, she wasn't. And she's like, well, the hairstyle, I got confused. Her mom's such a happy little Stepford woman. She's like, well, you know what? I was duped because they said that donor was exclusive. That girl must be your half-sister. Later, Cosima is at Shay's, and she's sitting in this bathtub that for some reason is in their living room. Like, just put the bathtub in the bathroom, first of all. Shay's like, you gotta tell me what's up. What's going on? Cosima's like, I am pretty badly sick right now. She's like, don't worry, it's just my uterus and my lungs, so we'll see what happens. And then right then, she starts bleeding, so that's not good. Back in Cosima's lab, Rachel and Scott are still playing the game and looking over the book. He's like, what is the code? And she's like, this was me and my father's secret language. And he's like, yeah, but your father didn't leave the book for you, did he? He's like, can you decipher it? She gets a pen and starts like making notes in it, and he's like, well, what does it mean? And she goes, I'll only tell Sarah. Then in scenes for next week's episode, apparently they're making Helena go live with Alison, which I'm in love with. And Helena's kind of got the hots for Donnie, it seems. Donnie finds out that Jade kissed Alison, and he's like, what? And then on Skype, Rachel and Scott are talking to Sarah, and she's like, Rachel's worried that Delphine's gonna kill her. And then there's another quick scene where Delphine's like getting her nails done or something by another clone. I'm like, this show. So hopefully I covered all of it. If I left anything out, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, drop a comment. Don't forget to do the things, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later, so until next time.